1-3. Calculate the segment length using midpoint and segment bisector. Number 8. Identify the segment bisector of line segment XY, then find XY. Let's look at A here first. So when they said segment bisector, that means this part, which is on the left, is congruent to this part. So what is splitting it is this here. This ray looks like it is splitting it. So we would say that ray MN, so let's draw the ray here, is the bisector, okay? Because that is what splits these two in half. It splits it in half such that XM is congruent to MY. Now we could plug in the values. 3x plus 1 is equal to 8x minus 24. Let's solve for x now. So subtract 3x to both sides. Okay, this is going to be crossed out, leaving you with a 1 is equal to 5x minus 24. We now add 24 to both sides, giving you a 25 here. This equals to 5x, knowing that this cancels. Okay. Now x is not alone. We have to solve for x, so we're going to divide this by 5 to both sides. This cancels out to make a 1, leaving you with 5 is equal to x. Okay. Now they want to ask us to find xy. Well, we have x is equal to 5. Let's look for xy. Xy is made up of xm plus my. So xy, that's what we're trying to look for, is equal to xm, which is 3x plus 1, plus my, which is 8x minus 24. Okay, let's combine some like terms. 8x plus 3x, 8, 9, 10, 11 is 11x. 1 plus negative 24, which is negative 23. Okay, that's what xy is. We are trying to find it, and we know from our what we solved for, x is equal to 5. So let's plug in 5. There you go. Then we have a minus 23 here. Plug that. Let's do that. 11 times 5. That looks like that's 55. Then we minus 23. That gets us 32. So our xy is equal to 32 here. So make sure, first of all, you set up the equation, solve for x correctly, then set up another equation to find xy. Let's look at this one. Well, what bisect this? Well, it looks like it's this line here. The line is what's bisecting it. So we would say here for this problem, it is line N is the bisector here. It bisects such that we find that xm is congruent to my. Now we can plug in our values. xm is 5x plus 8. That's going to be equal to my, which is 9x plus 12. Let's solve for it now. We're trying to get the variable out first, so we're going to subtract 5x to both sides. 5x minus 5x, that gets canceled, making you 0 on the left. So it's just 8 is equal to 9x minus 5x, which is 4x, bring down the plus 12. Now we want to get rid of the constant, so we're going to subtract 12 to both sides. Subtract 12 to both sides. This is going to get you what? We have 8 minus 12, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, negative 4. Bring down the 4x. This cancels because it makes the number 0. Now we're going to divide by 4 to both sides. We can now get that x is equal to negative 1. Our goal is to still find what? xy. Okay, so you're not done here. You're trying to find xy. You're trying to find xy. Okay. that is equal to something. Well, we know that xy, that line segment, is made up of xm plus my. Okay, it's this piece on the left minus that piece on the right. Okay, let's add those two pieces together. 5x plus 8 plus 9x plus 12. That is what xy is. All right? So now let's combine some like terms. 9x plus 5x, this gets you 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14x. 8 plus 12, which is 20. This is what xy is. Okay? We know that the value of x is -1, so let's make that substitution. We plug in -1 for x plus 20 here. Okay? Let's plug that into and figure that out. -1 times 14 is -14. Then we add that to 20.